please like and subscribe.
Hello, collective. Welcome to Joe's Medicine Tarot. I am Joe, and here you will find shamanic general spirit check-ins. This is not a one-to-one shamanic spirit check-in. So you might not resonate with the whole reading. You might not resonate with any of the reading. Whatever you do resonate with, please take what you need and leave behind what you don't. Collective, I could be picking up on your energy or on the energy of someone who's in your energy. So if it doesn't feel like I'm speaking about you, please switch the energies around. If you like my style of reading and you are new to my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please tell me what you like about the reading. If you are a returning viewer or a returning subscriber, thank you so much, viewers, for all of your views, and subscribers for your views and subscriptions. It all helps the algorithm. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how much my channel has grown. It is such a huge honor. It is such a huge honor, you guys. I am so honored that my channel is growing and my community is growing. And with that, I would like to thank the medicine keepers of this channel. These are the paid members of this channel. So if you guys sign up for monthly membership, you get a chance to win a free reading, personal reading from me. I pull a name, I write your name on a little star, and I put it into a bag, and then I pick one name out of the bag, out of all the memberships. I mean, like of all the members, and then I do a reading. And it'll be posted on the community page, okay? And I do that at the end of every month. Okay, and membership is $2.99 a month, and I will always post your names on every single reading. Okay, I won't take the time to read them because it's gonna, I don't want to take too long in the reading, but I've created like a little sub video of a thank you to the medicine keepers where you guys, your name is seen and you are acknowledged. Okay, I think that's really important. Okay. All right, with that, let us begin. Creator, please bless this sacred space. Please protect this sacred space. Bring Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel. To guard this reading, Creator, bless this reading, Creator. Bring in the knowledge and the wisdom of the Most High for the collective. Please bring in the knowledge and wisdom that the collective needs to hear. Okay, I'm going to cut the cards. So this is going to be a how they see you reading. And that's what I'm feeling called to do tonight. It is midnight. Ooh, the first card out is freedom. Freedom. Oh, you either want your freedom or you have gained your freedom. Freedom. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The second card out is authenticity. Authenticity. The third card out is cycle breaker. Ooh, this is the first time I have pulled this card. Beautiful. Freedom, authenticity, cycle breaker. Ooh, what kind of cycle did you break? I feel like you broke a cycle by being authentic with your authentic voice. You've attained freedom through being authentic. Oh my God. Okay, I'm just hearing turn the other cheek. Are you kidding me? Okay, so turn the other cheek is a very mystical concept. What it means is it doesn't mean that you make yourself into a martyr for the other person so that you become a punching bag to them, okay? Like, no, 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 no. Turn the other cheek means when your enemy or your friend or whoever, when someone strikes you, and I don't know if this is like an actual physical strike or maybe like insults you or something, some sort of an assault, whether it's verbal assault or physical assault, and you turn the other cheek, not to become a martyr to this person and to hold space for their whatever. No, you turn the other cheek in the hopes that they will become aware that they have a need to strike out, regardless if it's you or somebody else. And if this happens with you, if somebody has struck you, they've struck others. I'm telling you that. If they've betrayed you and stabbed you in the back, they've betrayed others and stabbed others in the back, period. Okay, and I feel like you've turned the other cheek. You have... I feel like whoever you were dealing with, they see that you have gained your freedom. They are intimidated of your authenticity. I feel like they know that whatever power struggle or cycle that this was, I'm feeling like somebody had you locked in some sort of a power struggle, something. But you made some sort of a sacrifice, and this is seen. This is seen. It's seen. You've made some sort of a sacrifice, and it's big. It's a big sacrifice. It's like a change of life. It's a change of... Okay, they're just bringing in this example. Say you're really close to your workmates, and something happens at work. Like you're close to your workmates, you put your whole soul into your work. You've poured your soul, your spirit, your time, your essence, everything you could give into your work. And then something happens where you feel betrayed. And I mean, I'm sure many of you can relate to this since 2020, and so many of the workplaces fell apart, and like, oh my God, like society was sort of coming apart at the seams here, like with some elements, not in total, but with some aspects of human psychology. Um, I feel like something that happened in the workplace was very unfair to you. It was very unfair. I feel like you had to carry something that wasn't yours to carry. You were forced to carry something because of your class, something. It has to do with some sort of social wrong, some sort of a social wrong. Even in the workplace, there's social wrongs, even that aren't even related to the job. They're just social classes that we all enter into our roles already in. You know, excuse me, I'm just getting over a little bit of a chest cold. um, But you've gained your freedom from something, and what this example is somebody has pulled their spirit out of the work community and no longer chose the group over themselves. They're now choosing themselves. But while still in a group, you're always going to be part of a group. We're always going to be part of systems, whether it's social systems, family systems, workplace systems, neighborhood systems, community systems, some sort of a system. We're all like a solar system, okay? Like we're always going to be part of some sort of a system. The thing is to be in the system, but not of the system. Be in the system without losing your sovereignty. Without losing your sovereignty. That is the key. Without selling yourself for the sake of the group. Okay. So somebody sees that you have sacrificed. You've made a major sacrifice. You've broken a cycle. You have gained your freedom. Through your authenticity, I feel like you're being seen as more authentic than you did before, than this person has known you before, or these people have known you before. With this authenticity, you've broken through a cycle and have made a sacrifice, a major sacrifice. I'm feeling you've made several sacrifices, like many sacrifices. I feel like you are no stranger to sacrifice. I feel like you are no stranger to sacrifice. Whoever I'm speaking to has a very intense way of dealing with their life. Like you're very on purpose. You live your life very on purpose. When you do something, you fucking well mean it. When you open the door, you mean it. When you close the door, you mean it. When you give an expression of gratitude, you mean it. When you give an expression of forgiveness and compassion, you mean it. When you give an expression of, oh, don't fuck with me, you also mean it. Okay? Bind. Holy, holy, holy. What is this? Whoa, you are binding. Binding. Getting ready to secret. Maybe binding secret. Maybe binding something that's been done in secret. Maybe you already have bound it. Ooh, anointed one. Oh, yes, okay. Are you kidding me? Somebody feels very seen and very bound by your words. I don't know I don't know how, like if they've heard you speak to them, if they've heard something you say, whether it's to them, maybe they overheard you talking in some other capacity, whether it be at work, maybe in some other way, who knows, but they've heard you say something, they've heard you speak in some way. And I feel like this person feels bound in their secret, maybe bound by their secret. And that you are see, this person thought they defeated you. I'm feeling like this person thought that they defeated you. What's on the bottom of the deck for this? But they didn't. Quest on the bottom of the deck. Okay. I feel like this person, whether you have a platform somewhere, somehow. You're some sort of a teacher. You're some sort of an anointed one. This person feels outsmarted. This person feels outsmarted by you in spirit. Like, I feel like this person doesn't believe in God, and all of a sudden they see you in your life and your success and your connection to a supernatural realm. And it's not only standing, it's flourishing. And they're like kind of blown away. Whoa, the cards just exploded. Are we taking these? Yes. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, I feel like that goes here. Yeah. Yeah, someone is definitely watching you. Whether you have like they're watching you, they're spying on you, whether they're I'm even getting in like a parking lot. I don't know if you're aware that I'm not trying to be freaky or anything like that, but I'm just getting like someone waiting until you show up in a parking lot and they pull away, but they're just trying to like get a take on you, get a take on your energy, like where you're at. How do you look? You look good, you look in shape, you look happy, do you look empowered, do you look disempowered, do you look like disheveled and fired out of a cannon? Like, how do you look? How do you feel? And I feel like you have victory here over somebody. I feel like whatever happened was one hell of a cycle, but you have gained freedom because you've healed. You've healed from something, some sort of a familial energy, some sort of contention, some sort of past memories. But you've gotten a lot of pleasure in this healing that has given you freedom, that has given you freedom. And this healing has also connected to your authenticity. And your authenticity, your freedom, and your healing has brought about a death. The death, very much indicative of cycle breaker. You've broken through a cycle. Whatever this is, I feel like somebody tried to bind you in some sort of bullshit, and you have got out of it. I'm seeing like a Houdini almost, like you have whoever, yes, and that's what I mean. This person feels outsmarted by you in spirit. Like you have a team with spirit. You're on a team with spirit. You and spirit are a team. And somebody tried to mess with you, like tried to bind you, tried to confuse you, bind you in confusion and deception. See, the spirits of deception and confusion work hand in hand. You can't be deceived unless you're first confused. And I feel like this person set out to confuse you. I feel like it didn't start out that way. I feel like it didn't start out that way. I feel like whoever this was, you guys really truly had some sort of a bond. And then this person, whoever they are, got a taste of power, got a taste of like power through bully, power through aggression, through domination, through deception, through manipulation, through winning at all cost, lying, cheating, and stealing. Okay, and this person watches you because you've broken out of a cycle. I feel like they see that you have changed. You have transformed in ways that this person never thought was ever possible, especially for you. And it's not that they questioned, maybe they did question your capacity, but it had nothing to do with your capacity. It had to do with their own biases against you, their own judgments and prejudices, whatever they are, whether this is racial, sexist, ageism, sexism, fucking, you know how many isms there are? Like countless. The world, sacrifice the world. Yes. This person sees you. Oh, you are one fuck of a powerhouse. Like this person sees you as one hell of a very powerful powerhouse because you have sacrificed your entire world. Your world, whatever this is. Like I said, like maybe pulled your spirit out of a community. You no longer participate in a community. Even if you're still part of that community, you no longer participate in it. You're sticking to your guns. There's been a change, a cycle breaking. You've sacrificed many aspects of yourself to come to the end because you are a cycle breaker. You have sacrificed many aspects of yourself in honoring the end of a cycle. And this is the end. This is the end. You are a cycle breaker. I'm feeling like cycles are intertwined with other cycles. So whatever this is, whatever cycle this is, and relationship and dynamics with whoever this one person or people are, I feel like it affects other areas of your life that aren't even connected to it, but in some way it helps you release yourself from other areas. It helps you shift your power in like many different other areas of your life. Maybe not all of them, but many of them. What is bind? King of Swords. Ooh, my God. Yes, you have bound somebody with your words. You have bound somebody with your words. What? Yeah, that is a bird. King of Swords. Holy smoke. So you're very clear. Whoever you are, you're very clear. You're very intelligent. You have said something, like I said, whoever heard you say something, whether you've said it in a room and they were around the corner listening and eavesdropping, maybe you have a platform on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, something, and they're listening to you. Maybe you're like some sort of a teacher and they're listening to you speak about something. That's what I mean when the truth comes in. Sometimes when we take in information that all of a sudden activates, we hear a certain measure of knowledge And all of a sudden we see ourselves in that knowledge. Excuse me. And that's what I feel has happened is you've said something, or this person has taken on knowledge. They've heard something either from you, but they feel bound by you. They feel bound by you. They feel, yeah, they feel very outsmarted by you in spirit. Like they thought they defeated you. And all of a sudden you pop out, like you emerge. You become visible again. Whatever happened, I feel like you went like underground, like underwater, like under the surface, like kept to yourself, was very private. You didn't go out in public a lot. You didn't go connect into these communities anymore. And all of a sudden you reemerge totally different. Totally different. And I feel like whoever this is, you can face this person with new confidence, new power. You have a compassion about you, like you are not the same person you were before. And whoever you were dealing with thought that they were going to have uh, power over you, like they won, they had victory, they felt like they had victory over you, that they had defeated you. They felt like they were going to have that feeling, that experience, that power, that end story for forever. Oh, I'm just hearing the song by Everlast. Is it Everlast? Ends? Called Ends. And I think it's by Everlast. Ends. Anyway, this person was only seeking their ends in some way in your life. And I feel like they thought that they achieved some sort of an end by defeating you. They don't know who they're messing with. They have no idea who you are. And I feel like you have popped out, you have re-emerged like this King of Swords, very powerful, very sure of yourself. You're standing on the truth, like the King of Swords is standing on the sword there. It's like got his foot, not standing, he's seated on his throne, but he's got his foot, one foot on the sword. Very clear, very mature, very confident. A king is a ruler. A king is the mature part of ourselves, the part of ourselves that has crystallized into what it is now. And this is a very powerful, clear leader. The King of Swords is a clear leader. Yes, and that you've spoken something about this person that has to do with distrust, that has to do with distrust, caution, suspicion. Like, I feel like you know what this person did. You know exactly what their intentions were. You spoke of them very, very clearly, and this person's heard you and now sees themselves. That's exactly what the sword of truth is. You don't swing the sword of truth. You just merely need to touch somebody with the sword of truth, and that's with just speaking the truth. And once that person hears that, the truth has its own power. And it'll dismantle illusions. It'll activate parts of the soul. It'll also deactivate parts of the soul also too when it dismantles illusions. What is the secret? The Empress. Yes, I feel like you are your own mystery school. I feel like you are behind. This person tries to figure you out, is trying to figure you out. And you are a secret. You are a secret. You are your own mystery school. Whatever rituals, I feel like some of you are practicing rituals of protection. It's working. Keep doing it. It's absolutely working, because they're looking at you and they're not understanding what they're seeing. It's not even the fact that they're trying to figure you out. It's not just that. It's that they're actually confused about what they're seeing. The ritual that you're doing is see, everything is relative. And the ritual that you're doing is very powerful, because whenever this person looks at you, they don't understand it. They don't understand how. I'm just getting this total baffled and bewildered feeling, like, how the fuck did he get here? How the fuck did they do this? How did they do this? Like, what? I feel like this person is so arrogant and so um, full of themselves, that now that you have reemerged and are visible again, oh my God, this is like, yeah, and they see like you have the power of the Empress. They see you as very, very beautiful, very happy, full of pleasure. You're successful. You're not only talking about your dreams, you are in the act of acting, you're acting them out. You are taking actions toward your dreams. You are successful in taking action toward your dreams. I feel like you feel very luxurious to this person. They see you as very luxurious, very full of power. An empress rules countries. A queen rules a country. An empress rules countries. What's the anointed one? So I feel like this person sees you as very, oh my God. Excuse me. I feel like your anointing is creating conflict in someone else's life. Your anointing, your success, your... They're saying stardom. Your stardom is creating conflict within people, within groups of people. People are fighting with each other about you. Whether some people are defending you, whether they are hating on you, I have no idea, but there's conflict here, because you are the real thing. White buffalo calf woman, the Queen of Pentacles. This is on the bottom of the deck. White buffalo calf woman, the Queen of Pentacles. So the white buffalo calf woman, the white buffalo is about the beginning of new systems. It's about the end of old systems and the beginning of new systems. And the white buffalo calf woman brought the pipe. She is a sacred being that brought the pipe to the Lakota people. And to burn the pipe, and the smoke from the pipe, that two enemies are to smoke the peace pipe, to agree to create peace with each other. And I feel like, yes, that's who you are. You have given some sort of a peaceful message. You have given some kind of maybe just you showing up as you are is a peaceful message, is a kind message, is a compassionate stance toward the world, at the world. And it gives you a lot of power. It gives you a lot of power. Oops. Nope. Okay. Just want to do one more row of clarifications here. So you know what? I might put this here because that's the bottom of the deck. And this is the bottom of the deck also, the white buffalo calf woman. Okay. So very peaceful. You have a very peaceful demeanor, but a very fierce demeanor. The white buffalo calf woman, just because she brings peace, don't fuck with her. You know, the story of the white buffalo calf woman is there was a drought on the land within the Lakota people, and they were starving. And no buffalo had come by. Like, there was no food. And so 2 scouts were sent out from the Lakotas to go and find, like, where are the buffalo? And as these 2 men were scouting the frontier, they saw a great big giant buffalo off in the distance. And this buffalo rolled over on the horizon and became a cloud. It became a huge cloud. And out of this cloud came this beautiful woman. And she started walking toward them. And she was wearing a long white leather hide dress. Rawhide dress. And that had long, from the arms, from the sleeves, were long tassels that went from the bottom of her sleeves all the way down to the ground. And from the hem of her skirt were also long tassels that reached all the way down to the ground. And one of the men looked at her and was astonished with how beautiful she was, and he wanted to, do like, sexual things with her, and she felt his energy and opened her arms to him, opened her arms like, come here. And he went to her thinking that she was going to respond to him, and she closed her arms around him. And when she opened her arms again, a few minutes later, all of his bones fell out. So basically what that means is lower natures will not be resisted against. They will be amplified. Like, that man obviously couldn't control himself, couldn't control his lower natures, and tried to use them on a sacred being. He was kind of stupid. Okay? And that's what I mean. You don't mess with a sacred being. Okay. Yep, the end of a cycle. The end of a cycle, and it's the end of you and your self-deception. No more self-deception. That is what has died. This death has been the death of your self-deception. Absolutely. Yep, someone's watching you. They're watching you. You're a cycle breaker. They're watching you leave. You are leaving. Um, you're leaving a cycle that they are connected to, and you've got the whole world in your hands. I feel like you are standing in your power. You are standing on your power. This person cannot face you. Holy smoke! This person cannot face you. Not even close. What you have sacrificed in your life, the sacrifices you have made has made somebody very angry. Someone is very angry. I feel like they feel like they're the ones that have been sacrificed out of your life, and that's why they're angry. I feel like they have an impulse to be reckless. So keep your guard up, you guys. Like, be watchful. Yes, you have bound somebody, and they see you as like the Queen of Swords. Not only is this person angry, but they also see you as angry too. You are not fucking around anymore. You are not playing games. You are not playing games. You have ended a cycle. You have sacrificed something in your life. I think many things in your life. You have said no fucking more. I've had enough. This stops here. This ends now. And you fucking well meant it. Maybe they think that you were reckless, or impulsive in doing it, but I don't think they understand. I don't think they understand that whatever you did was part of your work. It was part of your work. It's one thing to make peace with the world. It's another thing entirely to make peace with yourself. Let me say that again. It's a one thing to want to make peace with the world, but if you don't have peace with yourself, you are not going to have peace with the world. Okay? So I'm feeling like you making peace with the world, or sorry, you making peace with yourself, put your relationship with whoever's on the other end of, I feel like there's multiple people on the other end of your relationships. I feel like they're not even connected to each other. I feel like you've got many people on the other end of this that are being impacted by your sacrifice, that you sacrifice your relationship to them. I feel like they know that this is the end too. I feel like they can feel this is the end. This is over. This will never be again. I feel like they feel bound. You've said something very clearly, and they see you as cold and bitter. And I don't, that's how they see you. That's how they see you, as cold and bitter. I don't feel you were being cold and bitter at all. Tarot is showing very, very clearly here that you're just being clear. And you're clear. See, the truth can bind, especially when someone's lying to themselves. Okay, the truth will undo lies. The truth will also bind a person in their lies, especially if they're bound up by their own ego. What is the Empress? Yes. They also see that you have this new power, this new creative authority, new spiritual authority. You're like a teacher of some kind, someone very powerful, and that you have reached a level of acceptance about yourself, about your life, even about them. You're no longer trying to change them. Holy shit. You're no longer trying to change them or push against them or pull them over to your side or trying to mold them or change them into what you think they could be. You're accepting of them, but you're also accepting of yourself. I feel like in order to have a relationship with whoever's on the other side of this dynamic is somebody that kept you, maybe they didn't keep you this way, but you had to keep yourself in a state of self-conflict, self-destruction in order to be in a relationship with these kinds of people. This is really kind of sick, and they think that you're the bad guy or you're the bad one. Like, give me a break. I feel like these people are not awake yet. I feel like they're not aware, they're not awake. I feel like you really love these people. I feel like you could have stayed around and loved them unconditionally. I feel like you did. I feel like you spent a lot of time loving these people, but I feel like you did not get back what you gave. I feel like, oh, I'm seeing a scripture from the New Testament. The man, how does that go? How does that scripture go? I have to look this up. I want it to be clear. If your children ask for bread, which would you give them? Which of you would give them a stone? Or if your children ask for a fish, would you give them a snake? Even though you are bad, you know how to give good gifts to your children. How much more your Heavenly Father will give good things to those who ask Him. Okay, what does that have to do with this now? Yes, you did not get back. You did not get back what you gave. I feel like you gave bread. Whether you gave actual food or you gave some sort of soul food, some sort of... And soul food can also be a connection, like a genuine connection with this person, with these people. But they did not give you the same connection back. They did not give you authenticity. I feel like they gave you a stone or a snake, something, snake in the sense of, well, I guess it can be connected to ancient wisdom because only an alchemist can get through the toxic venom of a snake. The venomous bite, and this is all symbolic, okay? So only an alchemist can alchemize the venomous bite of a poisonous snake. So yeah, I feel like you did not get back what you gave, but you were okay. You were able to alchemize it. You were okay with it. You were not dependent on whoever you are. You have a lot of inner resources. You have a lot of inner resources. No wonder you're a king of swords. And the white buffalo calf woman. No wonder you have this energy. This makes a lot of sense. Yes, and an anointed one. So I feel like this is your generosity is causing a lot of conflict within somebody. You are very, very generous. I feel like you lift people up. You ease the soul. I feel like you breathe purpose into the darkness, into people's darkness. I feel like you make the darkness feel safe through your relationship to your own darkness. And all of a sudden people are like, having a relationship with my darkness. I never even considered that. It's like I'm just hearing Ram Dass in one of his interviews when he said Pat Rodegast, who she channeled Seth, was it Seth? Seth? No, Emmanuel. She channeled Emmanuel, and this is like way back in the like 70s and 80s and stuff. And anyway, so he had been talking with Emmanuel at one point, and people had even accused her of being like schizophrenic. And Ram Dass was like, schizophrenic, and that's what's coming out of her mouth. He's like, if you have a teaching, I want it. He totally, I don't care, like schizophrenic or not, like she's a very, very wise being. So anyway, he was speaking with this channeled Emmanuel one time, and he asked Emmanuel, who fucked up here? Who messed up? How did I get here? How did I get here on earth? And Emmanuel said, Ram Dass, you chose to be human. You chose an earth school. You chose to come to be born into an earth school, to be human. Why don't you try taking the curriculum? Why don't you try being human? Meaning, embrace your shadow instead of being so holy. And he said, funny, I never even thought about that. He said, because I've been so busy trying to be holy and trying to be purified and holy that I had never even thought about being just human, So I thought that was so wonderful. It was just a little bit of humor there. Yes, this person also sees you walking on the path of your heart, having a new romantic connection to life, to your soul, new purpose, new, I'll just put that there. Beautiful, like new vibrancy. Okay, we got contracts with angels and with demons. Research Padre Pio, the Italian monk. And the demonic is like resistance training. Okay. Just put that. No, I don't want to cross it. Whatever. We all know that that's the heart of the Knight of Cups. That's on the bottom of the deck. Okay. What is the demonic resistance training for this reading? For these dynamics, Creator? I feel like you were very much the High Priestess. And if the demonic is not the resistance training, then it's also your relationship to your darkness. Okay. Because these cards can be read several different ways. Okay. Okay, this is Amadusius, number 67, Amadusius. It's unicorn. Corresponds to the Five of Swords, which is Aquarius energy. Very interesting. This is Venus and Pisces, but the Five of Swords corresponds to Aquarius. What is the angelic now, Creator? What is the angelic? And see, angels and demons are two sides of the same coin. They are the two sides of the same neurology. Okay? The coin is the pentacle. Who's the pentacle? You. It's your life. Okay? This is your experience and mine. These readings are for me too, okay? I'm not above these readings. Let me tell you that. Okay. What is the angelic, Creator? What is the angelic? Nanael, the Ten of Wands. God humiliating the proud. Spiritual communication influences religious men, teaches, and influences religious men, teachers, and men of law. Well, God is law. Okay. So for the demonic, this is number 67. Amdusius, Five of Swords, Amdusius, Five of Swords, victory or defeat, intuitive lightness, Venus, Pisces, and Five of Swords. Victory or defeat. Yes, okay. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. You know how to take the ingredients of a loss, like spices, like an incense, and alchemize it and learn from it. You also know how to use the ingredients of the shadow, the ingredients of the shadow, ingredients of the shadow, in order to bring about a victory. I feel, and it only feels like shadow because it feels like it's something that is forbidden. So just because it's shadow doesn't mean it's like evil or bad. Sometimes it feels like something that is forbidden because it was taught that way. It was taught that way. So intuitive lightness, intuitive lightness. So yes, I'm feeling like whoever you are, you're speaking on subtle information. Hold on a second here. I feel like you're seen because this is like being, this is how you are seen. I feel like this is how you're seen. You could be dealing with an Aquarius too, but I'm feeling this is how you are seen is, doesn't matter if you have, like if you are victorious or defeated, you still carry the same power. You are still always in your power. It's like you have some sort of protective, they're saying demonic anointing as well as angelic anointing. Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's really powerful. Holy smoke. Okay. So some sort of like, yes, because when you speak from your anger or from your, even if it's righteous anger, whatever it is, you fucking well mean it. I feel like when you say something, it's seismic. Not always, not everything you say is seismic, but when you open your mouth to really say something, especially to whoever is on the other end of this, it has been seismic. That is number 58. 58. Okay. Naniel. Huh? No, that's not 58. What number is that? 53. I thought the 8 was a 3. Number 53. I'm even wearing my glasses, man. Number 53. Okay, here we go. Naniel. 84. Okay. Naniel. This is God humiliating the proud. Principalities, Psalm 119, verses 75. I know, O Lord, that thy judgments are right, and that thou in faithfulness hast afflicted me. Ooh. The person born under Nanael's influence will have a melancholic demeanor and will pursue a private life, rest, and meditation. They will distinguish themselves through knowledge of the abstract sciences. Nanael rules over the high sciences and is able to influence religious men, teachers, magistrates, and men of law. Soul guardian for those born from 5:20 p.m. to 5:40 p.m. Moral guardian for those born on May 11th, July 22nd, October 2nd, December 13th, or February 23rd. Physical guardian for those born from December 5th to 9th. Wow, I know, O Lord, that thy judgments are right and that thou in faithfulness has afflicted me. Wow. And what is on the bottom? Spiritual communication influences religious men, teachers, and men of law. Yes, and that's what I mean. Whatever you spoke here, there's been some sort of communication that has bound somebody. Now they are afflicted. Now this person, I feel like, is going to be it's going to take them a little while. I don't know how long it's going to take them, but it's going to take them some time for them to recalibrate this loss, because I feel like you have victory. You and spirit worked together, and you overcame something that was very deceptive, very cunning, very treacherous to you. And I feel like this person threw you away like an old McDonald's used coffee cup. You were just tossed away like you were garbage. And now you rise and have emerged and are victorious. Not only are you victorious, but you are beautiful. And whoever's watching you is they're twisted up about it. I tell you that. They are twisted up about it. And it's going to take some time for them to figure out how to move forward, knowing that you have defeated them. Okay, I'm going to leave this reading here. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this reading, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Alrighty.